open the sports page with the Orlando Sentinel and FM 96.9 The Game's Mike the Bulldog Bianchi.
On JRR.
Bulldog Sports Page brought to you by Kaufman and Lind Injury Attorneys. I think we got him there. What's happening, Bulldog?
What's happening? The NBA playoffs or play-in have started. It started last night. Sacramento, the Kings eliminate the Golden State Warriors 118-94. Just blew them off the court last night. Golden State, by the way, now has missed the playoffs 3 of the last 5 seasons, including 2 eliminations in the play-in tournament. Klay Thompson, one of the Splash Brothers, he missed all 10 shots from the field last night. That's probably his final game with the Warriors as he heads into unrestricted free agency next year. The Warriors are going to have to rebuild. They're getting old. Steph Curry, they'll probably rebuild around him, but I think Klay Thompson and Draymond Green are probably going to be gone as they try to sort of retool, maybe get some draft picks, all of that. Maybe a Magic-like rebuild for the Golden State Warriors, although they do have Steph Curry to build around.
Isn't it crazy, really quick, isn't it crazy if I told you 5 seasons ago, yeah, they won't even make it through the play-in. I know the play-in wasn't around back then. You would never believe it. It's the Golden State Warriors,
Yeah, and Steph Curry's still pretty damn good.
Yeah.
He's 37, but he's still one of the biggest stars in the game. So, yeah. Lakers beat the Pelicans last night, despite the fact that Zion Williamson had 40 points and 11 rebounds for the Pelicans, but he went down with an injury late in that game, went to the locker room with a towel over his head, and apparent left leg injury. Lakers end up winning the game after that, 110-106. So the Lakers now advance to play the Denver Nuggets in the first round of the playoffs. Nuggets, of course, swept the Lakers last year. We'll see what happens this year. But, Lakers advance. Pelicans now have to play the Sacramento Kings.
There's 2 other games tonight. We got the Heat and the Sixers, and then the Hawks and the Bulls.
That's right. Heat and the Sixers is the big game that everybody's looking for. Joel Embiid tweaked that knee again for the Sixers. We don't know how healthy he's going to be. But the winner of that game, of course, moves into the 7 spot in the playoffs, and they'll play the New York Knicks, the winner of that game. So, Caitlin Clark has done it again. Did you see the ratings for the WNBA draft? Huh? 3.09 million. That's 4 times as many viewers as they had last year for the WNBA draft when they had 572,000 viewers. So Caitlin Clark, of course, was selected number 1. She continues to be a ratings machine for women's basketball.
It's 10 times the ratings that they'll have next season, by the way.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. Transfer portal opened in college football. Your UCF Knights, they lost a couple players yesterday, including backup quarterback Timmy McClain and starting cornerback Nakai Martinez. Just loads of players have entered the transfer portal. Miami lost their leading rusher, Henry Parrish Jr., to the transfer portal. Colorado and Deion Sanders, I think they had 9 players enter the transfer portal yesterday. So the transfer portal is off and running in college football. Did you guys see this story about Rory McIlroy?
Oh, that he was offered some insane amount of money to hop to Live Golf despite the things he said?
Yeah, $850 million, according to some London business newspaper over in London.
Rory said it was BS, right?
Yeah, Roy said it was BS. His agent said it was BS. Yeah, I would have a hard time believing he was offered $850 million. Actually, I wouldn't have a hard time believing that. I would have a hard time believing he turned that down.
Well, not only that was $850 plus a stake in the actual operation.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
All right, sure.
Yeah, whatever.
I don't know if you want a stake in Live Golf right now because nobody's watching it.
No.
Nobody's watching.
I'm a golf fan, and I tried at the beginning, and it's too odd, like trying to figure out their game plan rules.
Hey, Do Saudi investors at some point, even they go, all right, we're just throwing too much money away?
I mean, obviously they have an endless array of money in that fund of theirs, but still, if you're just hemorrhaging, hundreds of millions of dollars year in, year out, when do you pull the plug?
What Taco just alluded to, it's the same kind of vibe. When you watch Live, it's almost the same kind of vibe you get when you watch like the UFL versus watching an NFL game. It just, yes, it's pro sports, but the whole feel is completely different than what you're comfortable with.
Yeah, and I was at the Live tournament that they had in Orlando last year, and it was kind of fun to be there because it's a different style of golf, but nobody was there.
Yeah, it's party golf, and that's cool. You can every now and then chicks will make out with each other under a tent and whatever, but
you know what it's like? It's kind of like arena football compared to like the NFL.
Yeah, basically what he was saying about the UFL or whatever that's called now.
Yeah. So,
dog.
By the way, real quick, did you see what happened in hockey last night, Lynch?
Oh, the empty net goal that.
The empty net goal that puts the Washington Capitals in the playoff because the Flyers thought they needed to win in regulation to get into the playoffs themselves. Turns out they really didn't need to win in regulation because they were already eliminated like a minute beforehand.
Yeah, so the Capitals grabbed that final playoff spot with that. It's unbelievable. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right, Mike the Bulldog Bianchi, host of Open Mic over on AM 740 and FM 96.9. The Game takes time out of his busy show each morning to join us here on the sports page on JRR, brought to you by Kaufman and Lind.
Listen to Under Oath with attorney Jeff Kaufman every Saturday morning, 7:30 on FM 96.9. The Game. You can catch extended versions of Under Oath by searching Under Oath with Jeff Kaufman on your favorite streaming platform. Oh, oh.
Lynch and Taco on demand. Download the iHeartRadio app.
From the Bogan